2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Players' Championship is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this first-round action. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group today.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be following this particular featured group because there are rumours of quite the rivalry starting to bubble between these two players.
So it looks like they're trying to beat Colin Morikawa this week. That's ambitious. Seems like a friendly duel from the outside, but could create some extra sparks today.
I almost just have to laugh. Someone saying they're going to beat Colin Morikawa. Does that even happen these days? He's one of the most consistent players on tour. I don't know that he's beatable.
Well, it's been accused of having a balky putter occasionally, but you're right. Iron play as good as Tiger Woods in his prime. The short game's irresistible, but I think the most impressive thing about young Colin is his mindset. He's got a 40-year-old mind on a 20-year-old body. No wonder he's winning at a decent rate of knots. Oh, seems to have got a big piece of that one. Striped. Going for this green in two, Rich. It's an exciting but daunting task.
The green is minuscule from back in the fairway. You know that you have a little bit room over to the left, but you're going to fall off into a low area. And if you miss it out to the right, you're going to find a very deep bunker on the right-hand side of the green. There's really no great miss around here, but if you're going to go for it, you have to know that your short game is going to bail you out no matter where you miss it.
Oh, get in. Oh, so close. And back to the play, shall we? This putt about 11 feet in distance.
Putting for eagle. That always sounds good.
Okay, steady now. The putt drops. And we're moving on. And after that hole, he's no longer sharing top spot. He's at the summit all alone. Yeah, that's a good line. That should find the surface. And he's hit that inside the range.
This one here, this is for back-to-back birdies, moving him in the right direction.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
He's 13 feet out. Unlucky for some. This for a birdie run.
So far, so good.
Oh, that's a clutch par. And now that finds him in first place. Well, the fourth is another great example that it doesn't need to be a long par four to be a testing one. This fourth can be menacing, can't it?
Just a small little twisty par four. Just going to take out a fairway wood, find the fairway, and from there you're going to have a small second shot, probably a wedge. Three distinct sections to this green: the front, the right, and the back left, and all of them have their difficulties when hitting your approach shot into them. However, in my mind's eye, if you find the fairway, you should have a decent look for birdie.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. That's making a big statement here today.
That is definitely a confidence builder.
All right, Rich, the par four fifth. A strong hole, this one, isn't it?
Huge mounding down the left-hand side that you want to avoid at all costs. The bunker down the right-hand side, to be fair, is not that bad, but a little further right of that, though, that's the water. You want no part of it. Second shot is downhill to a green. To be fair, that's mostly flat, runs from back left to front right, but one of the more benign greens on this layout.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here. They've chosen to club down here.
Getting ready to play their third. Now a three-shot lead over the field. Didn't that look good for a long time? Well done. That takes the pressure off the putt. That's a chip to be proud of.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
Putting for bogey here. Well, the leader giving a little hope for the rest of the field there as they put down a bogey on the scorecard. The tee shot at the par 4-6 has changed a lot now that that tree's been taken out of the way, Rich. But what do you think of this short par 4?
I missed the tree. I thought that was a really cool feature of this hole. You had to flight it underneath the tree back in the day to find the fairway. The bunker down the left-hand side has been expanded quite a bit as the lake on the left-hand side has been added as well. The front part of this green is protected by tall palm trees that will certainly make you think on your second shots. This is a wonderful little par 4.
Oh, just missed. Par putt coming up here. You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one. Our leader is up by 4 shots now. As we go from a wonderful little par 4, we go to a challenging, longer par 4, the 7.
And as you can see, there's a long fairway bunker down the left-hand side that makes you believe there's more room left than you actually have. It's just not there. Players should be looking a little bit further right. If you find the fairway, your second shot should be straightforward. In fact, Luke, I made a 2 here one time, so that shows you how simple this hole can be.
Scorecard filled with 3s never hurts. Good putt to make this. Oh, that's frustrating. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on to the next. Time to look at another Lexi Thompson highlight.
Second shot here.
Don't know about you, Beamer, but I would have loved to have hit a shot of that caliber. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our leader is out in front by a whopping 5 strokes. The 8th hole, a long par 3 stretching 240 yards at its maximum. It's no sleeper, that's for sure.
I don't find anything sleepy about this hole. The front of this green is so narrow. There's no place to land it, especially when they put the flagstick there. This hole will grab your attention, as it should, because it's a long iron to a sliver of an opening. Even when they put the pin on the right-hand side, you want no part of it. The center of the green all day long here.
Now 7 strokes up after that hole. The final hole on the opening 9 at TPC Sawgrass Stadium course, Rich, is a clever 3-shotter.
Par 5, 583 yards from the back. Most players will play this as a 3-shotter. Just find the fairway out to the left, second shot out to the right, sets up a very simple third shot to a very narrow green. Miss it right or left, good luck getting it up and down.
Let's return to live play now. Well, that's showcasing their power there, Rich.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in 2.
That's disappointing. Just 3 feet to go to the hole. Don't miss this. They can be costly.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
And that should secure the par on this one. Well, Rich, as we make the turn to the back 9, what are your thoughts so far?
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
He's got roughly 105 yards here.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. Oh, well played. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Trying to get to 3 under par with this putt. It was on a good line. Just 3 feet to the cup. Well holed. Let's move on. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. There's some birdie holes out on this course, and the 11th is certainly one of those, but there are some troublesome spots if you get out of play.
There definitely is trouble, but the thing I love about this hole the most, Luke, is that there's so many different ways to play it. Most players will take driver off the tee, but from there, now it's anybody's ball game. You don't have to go for the green on the second shot. You can lay it up over the left. You can lay it up over to the right. You can lay it up long left. There's so many different ways of attacking this hole. Each individual is going to do it differently. I love the second shot on this hole.
This putt will move them to 3 under par. This is buckets. Oh, what a big putt to make that one. And that will take him to 3 under. Well, that's worth a replay. Let's take another look.
They got their putting boots on here. Look at how this ball rolls end to end. A thing of beauty.
And after that hole, this player is ahead by a whopping 10 strokes. Well, our leader has already bolted, currently way out in front of the pack. Well, the tee shot is all that matters on the short par 4 12th. Most players can reach the green. It's just the decision whether the player goes for it or not.
They can, but they better be aware that there's a lot of danger up there. Water left obviously is no good, but even bailing out to the right in those dunes, in the mounds, and little pot bunkers on top of those mounds, well, forget about it. That's not a good space either, especially since the green does run pretty hard from right to left. If you want to take this hole on with driver and expecting to make 3, well, you need to realize that a 5 and a 6 could be easily made as well.
This is a par putt. Yeah, that's disappointing. I was expecting you to hold that. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Let's take a look at the current standings. Currently 2 under for the day. Well, as you start to head for home here at TPC Sawgrass, you're blessed with this wonderful par 3 13.
And this is a really cool par 3. You've got 3 distinct areas on the green, front right, all the way on the left-hand side, and the back right. Wherever they put the pin is going to dictate what shot shape you want to have into that green. I think it's a really cool design because it requires you to think about how you want the golf ball to land on the green and the way you want it to bounce. I think Pete Dye did a great job in designing this green.
And with that hole behind us, they're currently in the lead with Tiger Woods in 2nd place. There's a few birdie opportunities out of the gate here on the second 9 at TPC Sawgrass, but it really starts to toughen up down the stretch, starting here with a difficult par 4 14.
Difficult tee shot on this playing some 481 yards from the tip. You find the fairway and you've got a decent chance of finding the green with your second shot, but if you're out of position anywhere on this hole, your number will go up exponentially. This one looks to be on a pretty good line.
From around 180 yards out. Opting for the 6 iron. Any bounce to the left here would be helpful. Outstanding shot. High quality. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Firm back up the hill. This will be a good one.
Ooh, a little bit of a rush of blood by the looks of it. 3 feet to go here to the hole. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. The par 4 15th again requires another strong tee shot because there's some trees in the way, Rich.
Players do hit through a chute off this tee shot, which makes it a little bit simpler, I believe, for the players. Bunker down the right-hand side is no good because you'll have trees blocking you out with your second shot. If you miss it left into the pine straw, now you've got some trees blocking you out there. So finding the fairway is imperative. This green is no fun. You find the center of the green and you might be able to putt every single day, but in all reality, you have to find the correct section in order to give yourself the best look at making a putt.
Just taking a look at this one, Rich. Do you think it's makeable?
I really can't say I'm a fan of their chances on this one, Luke, but I tell you what, I've been wrong once before.
Job done. Let's head to the next. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. As we head to the 16th tee, the famous par 5, Rich, the start of the gauntlet.
Ideally, players want to take their tee shots from right to left, start off that fairway bunker and move it left back in the fairway. Anything down the left-hand side can get caught up into those trees and really cause players issues with their layup. You find the fairway, now you have a massive decision to make. Go for it or bail out to the left, thinking that's the safe play. It really is not. You have to be brave and try and find this green with your second shot. If not, it could come up and bite you.
Putting for birdie. Mark it down, that's birdie number 5. And with that, he'll move to 3 under par. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's sitting there in the rankings at 4th.
Wow, what a save.
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
All right, Rich, you've stood there, you've hit the shot. Take us through the par 3 17th.
When you play here in a practice round, it looks like you could just throw it on there. But when you're in a tournament round, it doesn't even look like it exists. The hole changes so much when the tournament starts. That's what I love about it. You just add 35,000 people who are having some fun and ready to heckle you if you knock it in the water. Good luck. Enjoy.
A wonderful shot here at the 17th and a chance for birdie. The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Moments ago, a beautiful shot happened on the course. Let's take a look at it. Looking forward to seeing what Tony Finau does here, Rich. It's time to check on the leaderboard. Let's head to the finishing hole. This wonderful par 4 18th. Wonderful only if you're a spectator.
It's wonderful if you're not playing it for a lot of cash. It's just one of the most difficult, visually intimidating holes I think you'll ever face in your life. Somehow, try and hit it down the right-hand side of the fairway, keep it out of the rough, and from there, hit it out to the right-hand side of the green somehow, also keeping it out of the rough or that pot bunker short right. Listen, you'd be happy to make 5 here, that's for sure. 4s are magnificent. 3s are unicorns. They really don't happen that much. It is such a difficult, demanding finishing hole. Probably one of the toughest in championship golf.
They have absolutely flushed that one. Colin Morikawa, he was meant to be the original and best approach player, but I think we have a new sheriff in town.
And that signs off on today's round. So there you have it, in the house, in top spot after the opening round. Everyone likes to get off to a fast start, and they certainly have.
Oh, it's been sparkling, hasn't it? It's been a pleasure to watch. It's got to be a little strange, though, having such a massive lead, because there's only one way to go, and that's down. Let's see how they handle the pressure on the final round.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, and on behalf of all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's goodbye for now. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Players' Championship. Today's coverage is about to start. Pleased you could join us for this final round action. I'm Luke Elvey, here alongside Rich Beeman. It's the final round here, Rich. What's our next player up against as they begin it?
Luke, this player has got a massive lead, and sometimes those are the worst to have because you feel as a player the only way that you can lose it is if you mess it up. And trust me, somewhere in the back of their mind, this player understands that. So it's going to be a nervy start, no doubt, to this final round. Let's wait to see what happens.
Well, it's all promising to be a good day. Can't wait to see what happens. Oh my, right by the hole. Oh, a 12-footer. Love to make a few of these today. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Oh, I don't mind this par putt. So it'll be a par to start their round.
Nothing wrong with an opening par, just easing their way into this round.
Oh, exciting times on the tee of a par 5.
Driver not necessarily required here because you have to shape your tee shot from right to left, and if you're a right-handed golfer, that's not the easiest thing to do. So lefties have a better opportunity, I think, of finding this fairway than most with driver. From there, a second shot over a long bunker to a green that's very narrow, dotted by pot bunkers. Truly is one of the coolest par 5s on this layout.
Not bad. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
All right, down the hill here. Got to be gentle.
Ooh, right by the hole. 4 feet to the cup.
This is their look at birdie.
And that putt will drop, and he'll extend his lead.
Whoa, that settles the nerves right there. Great stuff.
Currently 6 under for the event. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. And after a birdie at the last, they take the honour on the hole.
Such a cool little par 3. Love this green. There's a low section in the front and a high section in the back. And anytime they put the pin all the way in the back section of this green, well, I tell you what, good luck on you. If you miss this green long and or left, that bunker sits some 5 feet below the surface of the green.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Oh, how good was that?
Heck of a shot, setting up almost a guaranteed birdie.
Currently in first position. Now on the tee after a birdie. Fired up and ready for more.
Par 4, 384 yards from the back. A long snake-like bunker down the right-hand side to a cool little green with all sorts of movement on it. A very fun hole to play indeed.
Second shot here on the 4th. Good sounding strike, that one. Oh, what a lovely shot. He'll be delighted to be inside the range there.
Already had a few birdies today. This for another.
1 wheat bix too many, I think. That's just about 3 feet away. Ouch, that hurts. And this one is for bogey. Well, they say a bogey pleases someone. The rest of the field buoyed now after that drop shot by our leader. Time to see what this par 4 has in store.
Par 4, 471 yards from the back. Drive it out to the left-hand side to give yourself the best angle for your second shot into this long, thin green.
And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
I'd say he's about 165 from this flag.
Going with the 8-iron here. Not a bad play, that one. This putt is about 16 feet. Ooh. An opportunity to make their par. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Here we are at the 6th hole.
Par 4, 393 yards from the back. Most players taking out a long iron or hybrid just for placement in the fairway. This green is surrounded by tall palm trees. Don't get caught out by one.
Hoping for a bounce here, preferably to the left. Trying to get it to 7 under par with this putt.
Rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
Well done. Take the birdie. And that will take him to 7 under. Let's see what happens here on the 7th.
Difficult par 4, 451 yards. Water and sand all the way down the left-hand side. Hit it out to the right. Find the green with your second and sprint to the next hole, making 4.
And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
Yeah, I think he's got around 135.
Oh, they're dialed in. It's an absolute clinic.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens and regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
Still in the lead now after that hole. We have a par 3 on this one.
Par 3, 237 yards in length. A brute, to say the least. It is a tough hole surrounded by bunkers. If you can make 3 here, you're a happy person.
You like that, didn't you? Trying to get to 8 under par with this putt. Just didn't drop. Oh, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Oh, that looks like a pure stroke. He sits in first position. Here we are at the final hole on the front 9. That's some good golf right there. From the sand, are they able to get up and down? Wow. Wow. That's right out of the Gary Player highlight reel. An opportunity for a birdie here. Look at him just surging ahead at the top of the leaderboard. And that will take him to 8 under. It's a lofty position this player has held all tournament, but what a buffer they've built with just 9 to play.
Absolutely. You dream of being in this position. Ahead by a bunch with just a few holes to go. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the view.
Around 110 yards to go. Choosing the 9-iron here. Should find the green here. And he's safely on the green with that shot.
Birdie at the last. This for another.
Oh, just missed. An opportunity to make a par here. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. As we head now to the par 5 next.
Par 5, 558 yards long. Avoid the fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and you might have a hope of going for it in 2. However, you better be brave and you better know what you're doing, because this green will call you out on the second shots if you're not careful.
Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens and regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
Didn't quite have the right stuff there. Just 3 feet to the cup. Currently 9 under for the event. Time to face a par 4 now.
Par 4 12th, a new design in the last couple of years. Water all the way down the left-hand side, but it's a drivable par 4. Most players will bail out to the right, but the brave ones will take on the green with their tee shots. 2s and 3s are easy to come by, but so are 5s and 6s if you get it out of position.
Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. Okay, steady now. 3 feet to go here to the hole. Yeah, you'll take that. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Let's see what happens here on the 13th hole, shall we?
So many different levels to this green. On the par 3, playing 181 yards from the back. You can get it close. You can even make a hole in one, but watch out if you hit in the wrong spot on the green. It'll be difficult to 2-putt from there.
Setting up miles from the hole.
This is important. Big par putt here.
Maybe some time on the practice green wouldn't hurt. Sitting at 9 under par, currently in top spot. And this one will be for double bogey. Well, an untimely double by our leader, and the rest of the field's eyes have lit up. A chance to bounce back here. A long par 4 this hole.
If you hit it down the left-hand side, the golf ball will chase a long way, but you'll be blocked out by some trees. You hit it out to the right, you're going to be on top of a mound, but you'll have a really good idea of what's in front of you. This hole historically plays as one of the toughest ones on the back 9, and it's all because of where that green sits. It sits from right to left with a decent amount of movement in it. It is not straightforward at all. This hole causes players all kinds of problems.
Appears to have overcooked this one. There's part of about 6 feet coming up. It was on a good line. This is a bogey putt coming up. And that was a bogey by our leader, so the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap. This hole here is a par 4.
One of the more simple tee shots on the golf course. Par 4, 470 yards. Just a little fade required off the tee to the fairway. The green sits up above the fairway a little bit, surrounded by a couple of bunkers, but I gotta say, I like this hole. It's straightforward, it's simple, before you head into the final 3.
Terrific shot into the 15th and a chance for birdie. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Setting up this putt 9 feet from the cup.
You know, it's not if you make bogeys, it's how you respond. Well done.
Whew, that is some pretty good breathing room. Out in front by a bunch.
Currently 7 under for the event.
3 holes remaining, Luke. This is getting awfully fun.
And coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves, a chance to keep it rolling.
Fun-filled adventure waits. Find the fairway, and let's see how brave you are. Do you want to take on the second shot and try and knock it on the green? Of course you do, but watch out. Lots of water awaiting a wayward second.
That should find the cut stuff. Second shot here on the 16th. Good shot there, Beamer. Trying to get to 9 under for the event with this opportunity. Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? That'll hurt. Free putting in for par. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
Ooh, we're at the par 3 here. I love these holes.
Par 3, 17th, 137 yards, island green. I've actually seen a caddy throw it onto this green, but with a golf club in your hand, can you hit the green?
Setting up to play the shot here from the greenside rough. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Well, a lovely opportunity to save par here. That was a gallant attempt. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Well, that's providing some hope to the rest of the field as our leader stumbles with a bogey. And a quick look at the leaderboard has this player currently in first spot, with Tony Finau second. And now this player tees off their final hole of the event with the lead.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
From about 130 yards here. Ooh, wouldn't it be nice to chip this in and win the tournament? Oh, I thought that one was going in. Well, all that hard work, it's time to pay it off. Make this for the tournament. Ooh. Okay, so luckily they've got another chance to get the win here. And that'll do it, Rich. Players Champion. That's one of the elite wins in their career.
Winning the Players Championship, Luke, is easily as good as winning any major because the field quality is so amazing. This is going to speak volumes for this player and the career going forward. This is a heck of a win. I can't wait to see what they produce next.
Well, they came, they saw, and they conquered. They took down a fierce rival, and that's a victory they should be proud of, Henny.
Oh, absolutely. They silenced the giant today. They got the job done against the odds. We shouldn't ever have doubted them. There was some spectacular golf out there, and it was a pleasure to watch.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.